Okay, push day. So it's gonna be a lot of plunge. But boys and girls, holy shit, I still feel the arm day, especially in my forearms. Like, you wouldn't expect it because if I do the normal forearm movement, I don't get that sore. But that Hephaestus, I did a few sets. I feel like my forearm has been beaten down all the way completely. So hopefully we don't get any overuse injuries. That would be something I want to avoid. And also, like my triceps, still feel it quite a lot from the impossible dips. And biceps are tired a bit, but that's still okay. So biceps we can hit harder, but the other ones you have to kind of check out. Because when you're starting like a new program, like you can think like from beforehand, oh yeah, this program is gonna be perfect, but until you actually try it, you don't know. That's why, you know, you can think about your program all you want, but you actually have to try it as well. And, if you're a beginner as well, there is no perfect program. Don't get it twisted. Like, you can just try something, and if you try it, you will find out the flaws by yourself because you're trying it, and hey, you will notice like, oh, hey, my legs are still sore, so I can't plunge the next day or something because my legs feel too heavy. You will find out stuff like that. And if you do that, you find the flaws and you try to find a solution, you will automatically like adjust your program a bit, and in the end you'll get a better program. But it will never be perfect. Or at least at this point for me, it's not yet, because like at first you're in the honeymoon phase, right? So you try your new program, you're excited, everything's perfect, but then it becomes a drag. You're like, oh fuck, the arm day, it's in the way of my push day. Yeah, and you just have stuff like that. That's normal. So what I'm gonna do today is see how does the forearm affect my push day. I said it before in a video as well. If you start something new, start off slowly, start off easy. So, I mean, I'm not gonna go like super easy today, but I'm also not gonna go like crazy bad shit, risk it all. I'm just gonna see how my forearm feels. That's like the main goal, and then get a good workout in because I'm doing plunge, but also like on the accessories, I'm doing dips. So, if I can't go hard on plunge, I'll just do more accessories, and that way I can make up for it. So that's it for the little talk. Start off easy and fuck around to find out. I'm gonna do the remaining of my warm-up now, and then we'll start off with plunge. Okay, so like I said in yesterday's video, I'm trying to focus more on the compounds, the difficult stuff that engages your entire body, that gets a big shock to your system, the stuff that you get tired from, because that's the most difficult stuff, but it's also the stuff or the training that's going to give you the most results, in my opinion. And the reason people avoid stuff like this, like the compounds, is just because it's difficult, When you do like accessory stuff all the time, that's easy because you just get a good pump, you feel good about yourself, and you can go home. But, for like the compounds, like plunge, or in the gym, you have like the bench and the squat, you have to like get in the zone, and you're kind of like stressed out about it because a lot could go wrong. So it's like high risk, high reward type of stuff, So I'm gonna try to get good volume in the plunge. For the moment, I'm just doing presses in the plunge without any help, without any assistance, because the hold and the press is kind of like a weak point of mine. And when I'm not able to do that anymore, I'll go over to like more maybe assisted stuff as well, or straddle planche stuff, do some push-ups until I'm satisfied. Okay, so with the last set, the strength things have kind of been finished. The goal is to eventually, have more and more volume, like my first few sets here, to get like full plunge, good volume in. But for now, I'm weak, so I have to transition into different stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do more high rep stuff in the straddle planche, and maybe some band assisted planche as well. Push-ups, presses if possible, some holds here and there, and just get to a good point in like total volume. Okay, quick little tip. If you have like a few bands, but one is way thicker than the other and you want something in between, you can just wrap your band twice or 3 times, I don't know, however many times you want, around the bar, and it will become shorter, so it will give you a bit more help and it will close the gap between the 2 bands for you. Okay, the remainder of the volume I'm gonna do with this band. I wrapped it twice for a bit more help. Some push-ups, some presses, try to be clean, and just like 2 or 3 more sets. Okay, I'm gonna do 1 set of handstand push-ups just to get like the final pump in my shoulders. They're already pretty pumped, but just the final push. And then I'm gonna move on to something else. All right, that's good. Let's move on to dips. Sheesh, Louise. Okay, so for these dips, I have a timer which will sound every 3 seconds. And I'm gonna dip every 3 seconds and spend the remainder of my time at the bottom of the dip. And this will allow me to really activate my chest. All right, I got 12. It's close to my max, but I'm gonna stop here and try to get another set of 12, maybe even 2. And then on the last set, I will just start spamming in the end to get the final finisher. Whew. All right, third set of dips. It's gonna be the last one. So I'm gonna try to hit 12 of the past dips. And then after it, I will take a rest pause and just spam some more. All right, 8, quick pause. All right. All right. I can drop set it still. Oh, that's a good finisher. All right, so I'm gonna get these weights off of me. All right, I'm feeling pumped. So I'm happy with this finisher. Today was a good workout, I'm trying stuff out. Yes, I've done a lot of push workouts before in my life. The planche, I've been doing it the entire time I started training calisthenics, But every time you change your menu, like the order you do things, like the effect it has on your training itself also changes. So for me, the arm day from 2 days before has an effect on today. I have to kind of figure out, what training will be effective. Today was very good. I tried to focus on the volume for the compound movement, the planche, like I said, and I feel like I succeeded in that. We did, let's see, 8 sets. I believe we did 8 sets, and the first ones were a bit shorter, especially the white planche. But yeah, after that we did like 10 reps on the sternal planche push-ups. We did a few band-assisted stuff. So in the end, we got a lot of volume. And that's important now because I'm only doing push workouts once every 5 days. The planche is a skill. The skill, the more often you do it, usually the better you get. But for me, I'm kind of treating it like as a hypertrophy movement now. So I'm not getting the chance to do it often, but when I do it a bit harder than I usually do. And then for the dips, that was nice, If you're struggling to activate your chest, like the way you activate your chest is at the bottom. At the bottom is your most activation. If you just don't do any dips, but just hold the position at the bottom, you will feel the stretch and the tension on your chest very fast, way before your shoulders, way before your triceps. So what I do is I set my timer every 3 seconds, and I do pause dips like this, and I go up, 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 as fast as possible, and the remainder of the time is my basically the stretch position in the dip, right? And that's a good finisher, but for those who wanna like one up it, you can like do a rest pause like I did at the end, and then just spam out the remainder of your dips for your last set, or even for all your sets. If the dips is your main part of the workouts, you can do it for all sets as well. And then you won't even need that much sets to get like an insane chest pump. So yeah, definitely give it a try because it's quite nice. So what I'm gonna do now is rest up. I haven't ran yet today, so I have to get my car to the mechanic, and then I will run home again. And then after that, we get some food, gain weight, and then be happy.